for thousands of businesses in the country after the High Court of Machakos halted the implementation of the minimum tax, whose first installment was to be effected tomorrow. Justice George Odunga has stopped the implementation, restraining the Kenya Revenue Authority from implementing the newly introduced minimum tax of the Income Tax Act 2020. Ruth Mulandi tells us more.
The Monday ruling at the Machakos Law Courts by Justice George Odunga saw the court grant conservatory orders restraining the Kenya Revenue Authority KRA from further implementing, administering and enforcing Section 12D of the Income Tax Act by collecting or demanding payment of the minimum pay pending the hearing and determination of the ongoing petition from the petitioners, Kitengela Bar Owners Association. Justice Odunga in his ruling said enforcement of the impunged legislation stands to kill businesses and livelihood of millions of Kenyans operating small to medium enterprises which form the majority of the business community, further stating, and I quote, "In my view, the right to life is meaningless unless people have an opportunity to engage in an income-generating activity in order to eke a living. It does not help to guarantee a right to life in the Constitution or the law books when there is no corresponding socio-economic rights which are realistically and progressively respected, protected, promoted and fulfilled as required under Article 21 of the Constitution." End quote. The tax, introduced through the Finance Act 2020, is a base income tax payable by all persons regardless of whether or not they make a profit. It is aimed at bringing more enterprises into the tax bracket despite their financial status. Justice George Odunga granted the conservatory orders, arguing that the tax is draconian to businesses, particularly SMEs, who continue to feel the heat of the pandemic on operations. Further, the petition says the minimum tax does not meet the threshold for income as provided by the Income Tax Act 2015. Elsewhere in Nakuru, the Kenya Revenue Authority has been urged to expand its tax collection base in the country in a bid to end driving away small and medium-sized enterprises.
Economy yetu itazidi kudindimia kwa sababu the human resource ama wale watu wote wanaochangia katika uchumi wamefinywa kuliko wawekewe nguvu za kupanda juu, ndio ile economy isambae kwa kila mtu.
And as a result of the continuous harassment, the SMEs have now petitioned the government to recruit new taxpayers who have been out of the tax bracket in a bid to ease the burden. Ruth Mulandi, TV 47.
Elsewhere, the